Don't eat me! Okay. Well, now I know. Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to Grounded, where I've got a couple of things planned for you guys today. First of all, I tore out some stairs here. I'm gonna have to build some flooring underneath these things to be able to tear the rest of the stairs out, or I'm gonna lose all the resources. So I only tore out the first two, and that was simply because I wanted to be able to build these stairs so I could go up and put the flooring down. Hey, there's that rope I was missing. So I have this all laid out now. I think it's gonna look pretty cool till we're done, but this is actually not what we're going to be working on today. What I did want to show you guys is I mentioned in the building episode that I had come up with an idea for what I wanted the cavernous room underneath my base to actually contain. Well, I started work on it. So let's take a look. Welcome to my armory. So you can see here, I've got armor dummies. I've got some lighting that's placed kind of behind and below the different armor dummies. So this is just some clover armor that I think Burgle had me do for a quest. This is my acorn armor that I originally used. This is a grub vest that Burgle also had me do. This is my red ant armor. There's some more armor. Oh, here's the spider armor. Got some room for more down here. Oh, yeah, antlion armor. There's that mite hat that I had once upon a time. This is just a spare dummy, as is this one. I kind of stopped building the armor dummies and doing the little areas for them just simply because I'm not sure how many armor dummies I'm going to need, and if I need to take over some space, I might be doing maybe some of like the head mounts, what do you call these things? The mount trophies that we can actually put the heads on, that you can activate them and then you get a temporary bonus against that specific creature type. So I'm not sure yet, but this was kind of the idea that I had. I think it came out looking pretty cool. You can really see it at night, and you can even see the lighting through the outside of the wall at night. It's actually really cool looking. Basically, the way that it works is that you can see there's like a half wall here that has a little sconce underneath. That's what provides the lighting that goes upwards. And then behind here, you can see this is a full flooring that just happens to have a lamp behind it. And I've actually modified these. I was not aware of this, but I kind of looked at it customized. You can change the color, the saturation, the brightness, all of those kinds of things, and it actually makes it look pretty neat in here. Figured I'd put some nice chairs to sit around here in these corners where I rounded things out, and yeah, so it's kind of a work in progress, so I'm kind of proud of that one. All right, so other thing is that I need my weevil mask. All right, so I've got a couple of things in this chest that we actually need to go and analyze. And these were things that I was kind of out collecting parts for roly-polies and for black ox beetles, and I grabbed those things while I was out and about, and so I'm going to show you where I got them because we're going to head back that direction today. But first things first, I want to go analyze these things because I'd like to be able to start making the lint rope so we have it for some of the armor sets. Okay. So what I actually found that we're going to be analyzing, first of all, I went back to the glove and I got some lint, so we're going to go ahead and analyze that. And I needed to analyze it before I could make the rope, so that was important. I wanted to make sure I did this at the very beginning of the episode so we had time to get that done. I also found pine cone pieces. No new recipes, but I did need that for something. I just can't recall what at the moment. And gunpowder. I have no idea what this is for. Flares. Okay. All right, so we will be heading out here momentarily to go to the part of the upper yard where I was trying to locate things like roly-polies and black ox beetles so that I could try to craft the armor sets. All right, guys, so I did briefly take a look at the different armors here, the roly-poly and the black ox. To be honest, I honestly would probably be more interested in the black ox because it's medium, rather than the roly-poly, which is heavy. But this has block stun, and this one is overbearing. I didn't know what it did. So I looked it up, and it's not really something that I'm overly interested in, but I'm not sure. I might end up making both just because, well, I like to try everything once. But anyways, let's go ahead and start making some lint rope. Oh, it actually takes 2 lint to be able to make a rope. Okay, I was not aware of that. All right, guys, so I was over this direction. I was looking, like I said, for roly-polies and black ox beetles. I grabbed the sour clumps, the sour wormholes out of the Barbie car that we weren't able to get previously, and I was grabbing some berries up here because I needed some berry leather, and that's kind of what put me up in this trajectory. There is raw science here. I don't know how to get up to it. It's right there.
Let's see what we can find.
I don't know how to get into the tree to be able to get the raw science, so I've kind of been ignoring it for now. But if you run back this direction, there is a part in the wall where you can get through. And this is where, oh, first of all, here's where I found the gunpowder. They're in these caps. These are like pop caps that you would use in, you would find in like toy guns that kids have. I just had to hit them with a level 3 axe, and that's where I was able to get those. Also, here's this guy. I disrupted his sleeping spot. It was very rude of me. Alright, so there is a hole in the wall right here. And I came through here, and I do believe I think I just heard a ladybird. I killed a bunch of ladybirds and a black ox beetle, and there's a green shield bug over here, which was the first time I had seen this thing. And that's why I brought along my gas mask, was because I was kind of hoping... There it is. I was hoping to try to take it on, just to see... Yes, it has some sort of gas. It's kind of like a stink bug. I'm not overly familiar with it, but...
Sorry.
Oh. What threat is... Oh, it's a fire ant. Oh, goodness. Alright, so the roly-poly's non-hostile, so it's not going to be an issue. Okay. Oh, that was... Ouch. That one hurt. I've now got an irritated roly-poly because of the... a super stinks. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. This is gonna be a problem. So obviously the ladybirds are hostile immediately, so that's why that became an issue. And then, of course, the roly-poly, he was angry because he got blasted by the stink bug thing. So anyways, this is also where I found the pine cone at. I can show you that momentarily, but let's go ahead and get this guy while we're here. Okay, there we go. There's also some water here.
I mean, this is probably what bottled water is.
All right, let's go ahead and put my regular helmet back on. So the pine cone that I found was laying over here by the wall. It was kind of right up here. I had to hit it forever with a black ox hammer, and it finally came apart into small pieces. So if you're looking for a pine cone, there was one right here. I assume there are other ones around. I just have not found any yet. Is this a teapot? Hey, there's a black ox beetle. I need those. We're also going to be grabbing, while we're up here today, those, like, 5 milk molars. I'm very excited about those. Okay, I almost got taken out by the combination of a black ox beetle and a ladybird all together. I'm running out of healing items. My a lot of my weapons are nearly destroyed. But I wanted to check out this teapot. Oh, it's not a teapot. It's got sour candies in it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all these. There's a lot of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and they give you 4 lumps per candy. Alright, I got all the candy. We're gonna try to get out of here. There's red ants all over the place. That's a cool little container. Alright, let's head back up through here. I want to get back to the place where that container was that had all of those milk molars in it. Because I did look up how you get into that since it's blocked off. Okay, I see the jar up here. I believe, from what I understand, first of all, I need another healing food. You will do just fine. Oh gosh, these ants. They drive me bananas. Okay. There is supposed to be somewhere around here, there is a cap that is supposed to be indicative of where you have to go to be able to get into this bottle. So let's find the cap. Alright guys, so that was fairly simple. So here is the bottle. And if we go right over here past these mushrooms, the lid is right over here. So I believe from what I understand, this just tells us how to get into there, I guess. Oh gosh. Am I gonna need my light? So far I don't. What does this need? Conveniently, I have one of those. Thank you, game. Ooh. I will need my light.
More armor.
Hello, dead man. What you got for me? An intern badge, hauling strength and movement speed, and another thing that I'm supposed to be able to read these, I think. Oh, there we go. Hark! What year do we find ourselves in, O child of the future? You, likely an archivist of the society, have stumbled upon a record of the decree from the long. What do we look like now? Do we have bones or shell, or both, or neither? Or are we still small? Surely not. Surely not. Do we abide by the way? Do we still shun the hot fruits and the wet greens? Do we crisp the good meats and drink the green greens? Aye, it be so. I am sure of it. I am so sure of it. And now, wrinkled, withered, a nugget, I sleep. Farewell, child. How many people were sent in here? How many before they finally figured this out? Hey, look at this. 5 milk molars coming up. Heck yeah. You know, it strikes me that this would be a very unique spot to make a base. I mean, it's fairly roomy in here. And obviously you've got a nice view to the outside. And most things, I mean, some things could follow you in through the cave, I suppose. But, I mean, this is not a bad view. I mean, there's...
See what
Whoa.
we can find.
Here, let's do it this way. There's a G.I. Joe man with a bazooka. I mean, that's got to be refreshing to see every time you look out your front window every morning. All right, let's go ahead and head back. All right, guys, now that I am back, I did already repair the pinch whacker. It uses repair glue. The mint mace, however, needs to be repaired with mint shards unless I upgrade it to the next level. It's currently, it's level 5 tough. If I make it level 6 mighty, then it can be repaired with repair glue. I did already craft 5 mighty globs, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't have a ton of... I don't have enough of stuff really. Well, I got a couple, I guess, that I could still make some mighty globs. I was kind of looking to maybe upgrade the hammer and the axe so that I could repair them with repair glue. So I didn't have to carry multiple different types of things to repair with me. That I could just carry some repair glue and it would be good for anything. But I might be a little low on the whetstones at this point to be able to make the globs. But for now, let's go do some analyzing of some of the stuff that we just found. Cool. The wolf spider's right outside somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and analyze the green shield bug parts. Green shield bug mount and a stuffed green shield bug. And also the super stink sack. Super gas arrows. Is level 15 as high as you go? Like, how do I have 2320 out of 2080? All right, let's go ahead and analyze our lint rope. Okay. That should be everything. Also, in case anybody is curious, I did do a compare of all of these locations along with mine. I think the only field stations I'm still missing are like these ones up here at the very top. I have everything else now. How did that get inside? I left the door open, didn't I? The wolf spider is in my base. How did you do that? No, the door's not open. How did you get inside my walls? By the way, I did mention to you guys that this is actually really cool looking at night. Look at the way that the walls light up because of the armory. All right, let's go in and kill this wolf spider who's apparently made his home inside my home. Stop that. That's something special. Like, he must have come in through... I don't even know, does he fit in these doors? Or did he come in through this unfinished wall that I'm leaving open until I migrate everything over here? Look here, you. In my base, I tell you what. Alright guys, so one of the things I neglected to do while I was up here at the Oak Lab is that we did not spend our milk molars, and I actually have 6 regular milk molars. I have the 5 that we collected out of that little canister yesterday, and I also... Virgo, you scared me. I also have the one from up at the abandoned gardening glove that was, when you looked over the edge, it was kind of on a ledge, and I didn't want to get it at the time that I was there just because of the fact that it was, I would have had to jump down in the ravine. I just was not too interested in doing that at the time, but I did get it this time, and so now I've got 6 regular milk molars. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and go just finish out max health. And we'll keep this one. I would like to get more into healing as well. I mean, stamina would be nice, but obviously, like, the healing would be great. And then the Mega Milk Molars, I don't really have enough to really do anything yet, so I think we're going to continue to hang on to those. I definitely am interested in things like resource stack size and consumable stack sizes. Generally, since I'm using the crossbow, I don't really need that many arrows with me because I can't use a ton of them until whatever enemy I'm attacking is kind of on me and I need to pull out a different weapon. All right, so what else are we going to do today? So the answer to that question is we are doing a lot of things. First of all, I've got 2 quests from Burgle to put down trail markers. And so one of them is at the Weed Killer Peak, so I need to go up there somehow. One of them is at the Sandcastle in the Sandbox. And I also would like to start prepping for the termite cave, and in that instance I need rust because we need to make a spear that the termites are susceptible to stabbing. So I would like to make the rusty spear, and then they're also, I believe, susceptible to... I probably better put the other armor on, as a matter of fact. Actually, and I need my gas mask. How do I even get up there? Anyways, we'll look at that in a minute, but so I'm going to try to make the rusty spear and then give it salty, but we'll see how that goes. I also want to make the salt morning star just to see what that's like. I need to avoid these bugs. Yeah, you. I'm trying to avoid you. Oh, there's a sprayer. Okay, I just got to go up the sprayer nozzle thing. Anyways, so I brought along enough stuff to make the 2 trail markers for the quests, the Burgle quests. I also need to peep an infected gnat while I'm here because of the fact that I've never peeped one before. All right, guys, so this looks promising. This is the porch area where there's all the spider webs. You can see that there is a twig that takes me up to the porch. I did not know this was here. Okay, finally made it up on top of this step. I think it's a step. That looks like it's the front door. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool to go up there. I guess I probably have to build my way up there. It doesn't look like they're... Well, unless I jump from the weed thing. Scientist at work. Watch your step. Is there anything on the porch that I'd be interested in seeing? I mean, it's kind of barren. There's those paint cans over there. They did such a good job with this. There's the mixer, by the way. All right, let's get up here. By the way, for those of you that may not be familiar...
Oh, I'm gonna barf if this... keeps spewing that gas.
There's my raw science for completing the quest. You can also, I do have a gum nuggets because I got them from underneath the porch. I could go ahead and plug this. I am not sure I'm prepared to. What this does, I did look into this. Somebody mentioned that I probably should go ahead and plug this up because then things start growing that I'm going to need. But from what I've read, it unleashes, it stops the haze, and so all of the infected insects, you'll start finding them all around the map. Am I prepared for that? This is a really cool view. All right, guys, decisions. One thing I know that it does give you the benefit of is because the haze does stop spilling out into the kind of crevices and valleys down there. It makes them easier to explore, to figure out where you've missed milk molars and raw science and marble and quartz. Oh, I wasn't going to do this, but let's go ahead. We're going to plug it. Plug it up. That is irreversible, by the way. We can't come back here and unplug it again. All right, let's go ahead. I did see it, as a matter of fact, already when it was showed that kind of top-down view. I already saw like marble and quartz that I hadn't seen before. And I still have to find an infected gnat somewhere. Oh, do you have rust for me? I know I can get rust over at the picnic table. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump down, and then we've got to go do the weed killer, or I'm sorry, the sandbox as well. Speaking of things that you can see, like I said, there's raw science, there's a bunch of crow feathers. And I want those crow feathers. Oh, gosh. All right. I guess I can take this off now. Where's my mask?
Putting on some more armor.
All right, guys. I'm going to duke it out with some of these things, and I will be back with you shortly. All right, guys, one thing I did not plan for. My inventory is completely full. Let's grab the raw science.
I'll start working on my acceptance.
I think that's fuzz. I can get fuzz anywhere, but we're going to go ahead and grab the fungal growth in case I need bombs. There's something above me that is now trying to get down to me. Oh, gosh. Where did you come from? By the way, just as an aside, for those of you that have been commenting that you wouldn't be able to play this game because of the fact that you don't love the spiders, one of the other effects of turning off that gas thing, by the way, is we are introduced to, I believe, a spider that we will have never seen before. That is the infected wolf spider. So that should be fun. Okay, this is maddening. Where is this raw science that keeps beeping?
I mean, this is probably what bottled water is.
Is it on top of that?
Let's see what we can find.
Goodness, you can't get up there without doing some weird stuff. That'll be for another time. Ooh, look, raw science just hanging out right here.
This is a lot easier than lab.
Obviously the mixer. All right, so what I did, I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping this is going to work. What I did to try to be able to get up to wherever this thing needs to go, this marker, I brought stuff along to make a bounce web. I got here late enough I don't even need this armor anymore. Well, that scared me. Thanks a lot. All right, so here's my intention. Let's go ahead. We should be able to craft a bounce web. Wait, do I even need... I don't need it for this. Okay. Here's another one of these sturdy quartzes, which I've already found. So I've got all this stuff on me, so this will not be an issue to take this along. Now, I guess the question is, what is that? Oh, that's a hot cha-cha. Am I going up there, or am I going on one of these side ones? I'm hoping it's not the middle, because I honestly don't know how I'm going to get up there if it is. Okay, let's do bounce web here. Sure. Where's the milk molar? Okay, so that's really rude. It's definitely up top. Oh, and there's the weed killer that you can see the little hammer. I'm sorry, the weed killer. I keep saying weed killer because it's a trail marker. You can see at the top there, top left, complete trail marker at Sandcastle Tower. I had one that said weed killer peak as well, and I'm getting them confused. The hammer there means that it is all the way up there, which means I'm going to have to bring stuff here to build. How are you supposed to get up there? And that's got to be where the milk molar is, because you can see as I run around in a circle around this thing, I'm the same distance away from the milk molar. So none of the sides is any closer than any of the others, which means that it's got to be on top. It's got to be in the middle. And I don't have room to take this along if I'm going to take the ingredients for the bounce web back with me. Well, you know what? I can get rid of the plant fiber that I'm carrying since I'm not going to be making it up there today. So, out of curiosity, how has anybody else done this? Did you guys just build ladders ladders. You suppose ladders would work. And what is in... I don't even remember what you used to craft ladders. Weed stems and acorn tops, which means I would need to come here with an entire pallet. Okay, so 4 ladders would get me most of the way up. I might need to put another one and then probably some sort of foundation at the top where I could actually get... Stop that! Another foundation at the top where I would be able to get off of the ladders and be able to jump onto the top is what I'm thinking. For now, I'm going to collect my... I would like to keep my bug rubber. Alright guys, so that does not stop us from going to the picnic table to be able to get some rust, which is where we're headed next. Alright guys, so things that we are looking for while we're up here. We are looking for splinters, which I believe are these things. Let's go ahead and get our hammer out. Or, I'm sorry, our axe. Yes. That gives you a fair few. And we're going to be looking for anything rust-related. I believe there are a couple nails that are fairly rusty. And you're supposed to be able to get rust from those. So let's take a look around here, see what we can find. Probably nothing that way because that's just a paper plate. And of course, the further we go this way, the more likely we are to get attacked by bees. By the way, I was told I was supposed to try something. Let's... Thought maybe there was something under there. Caught my attention. From what I've been told, I believe there's a dice in here that you can actually roll. Somebody said the dice right beside the chest is supposed to be able to be rolled. Okay. It did move. I think I'm supposed to try to get it on 20? Okay, that did something. Coup de grace. Discovering a beacon of hope in the darkness lifts your will to survive. Bursts of inspiration flash before your eyes in the heat of battle. As you land blows one can only describe as lucky. Oh, plus critical hit chance. I'm going to have to go through my mutations at some point and actually look through them and see what the best ones are for me to use. Because there's just a ton of different options. And I've got some right now that are like health and healing and or health and stamina, and I may be able to sacrifice some of those with if I get the really good armor and such, and then use some of those other types of things that give me critical hit chance. That would be a good one. I like the sound of that. All right, let's hop down here. There's another crow feather I'd love to take. I'm sure that will wake up every bee. Holy cow, I'm glad I grabbed that while I was... that I just decided to go ahead and try that because that gave me 5 crow feather pieces. Okay, so we are still looking for the splinters. I think we've got to analyze. And as a matter of fact, we are right next to a field station. I don't know why I didn't go up there and analyze that right away. All right, splinters. Oh, it makes splinter arrows. I haven't even made the crow ones yet because I made so many of the regular ones at the beginning. Figured I'd eventually run out of them because I would lose them and such. And so far I haven't lost really all that many of them. I'm going to look for some fresh billy hog bites because I've got the one meal now that... That was very close. The one meal requires the fresh billy hog bites. Rotten food, there's one. Spoiled meat. I often do take the rotten food along and I use it in the spoiled meat and use it in the gardening, but I don't have enough of space right now. And I don't honestly know what benefit it gives you. There's some sort of status that gets applied. So if you use the spoiled food in gardening, the things will grow much more quickly. If you put rotten food in, it gives you something like a green thumb chance or something, and I've yet to see it actually do anything. Hey, this looks promising, except that it looks like any rust I would get off of here would fall. Well, this seems dumb. I mean, okay. Okay. I just thought it would come off of the nail. I didn't think they would destroy the nail entirely. Alright, well, where's the rust now? What does it look like? Like you? Is there more than one of you? Because I fell a long way down. Oh, there we go. And maybe here? Okay, so 3 pieces? I mean, I guess there's worse things. In sad news, I need 7 rust in order to be able to craft the rusty spear, which means I need to go back up. Okay, we're back onto the seat. I just ran up the shovel. It still makes me nervous being around these bees that attack me any other time. Okay, some more splinters. Is that nail one that can be... Yeah, that looks promising. Only 2 that time, but I think that gives me 8 total. So we should be... Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just saw it on the left. It said that I got 2 for a total of 8 in my inventory. I guess before I go anywhere else, is there anything... I can't go around the side of this little cooler. Is there anything else that I can grab while I'm here on this side? Because obviously I never made it to this side since I fell. Let's grab a drink while we're here. What are you? Apple bits? Cookie sandwich bits? Here, I'll have a snack.
I know I'm a picky eater, but still.
And what are you? A billy hog bite. Gives you a little bit of everything, huh? Are you salt? Is there anything I can drop to take salt along? I would like to take that. Sprigs. I was carrying them because of the trail markers and the... What is taking up all my inventory space? Do I have a bunch of splinters? They stack to 20... No, I think they should stack to 30. Anyways, because the trail markers and the bounce web all require the sprigs, but I can get those at home. And you don't look like you're rusty enough. What about down here? Anything else rusty that I'm not going to stand on top of to fall back down to the ground below? I can still take 5 of you. If you all fall here. That should be as many as I'm able to take. And you are also not rusty enough. Okay. I bet that's probably rusty enough too, but I'm not willing to fall back down to the ground anymore. I just want to get back home at this point. And then in the next episode, we are going to go ahead and analyze that rust, and we're going to go ahead and craft ourselves the spear. We should be able to upgrade it enough that it will be able to be given the salty buff, and then we should have something that does some pokey damage and also some salty damage, and that should be good against the termites when we go into the termite den. I do also expect that we will be making the Salt Morningstar just to see how that does, because, you know, it was a special weapon recipe that we found, and I suspect it's going to be something pretty cool. But that's all going to be in the next episode when we attack the termite den. So anyways, guys, I'm going to thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and comment. Also subscribe so that you get notified of future videos. But for now, my name is Hawk, and this has been Grounded. And I will catch you guys next time. Allow me to introduce you to the infected wolf spider, guys.
Let's see what new one found.
It's coming towards me. I don't know what it's weak to yet. You stay back for just a second. Oh, still slashing and spicy. But we're not going to mess with him today. So that's it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time.